Yes, baby. Huh?
I want to paint my castle.
You can paint your castle with the paint markers. I'm not getting all the paint out.
Why?
Because we're going to be leaving soon to go pick up your CC.
Where is my castle?
It's in one of these bags here.
Oh.
This time you want to get string just about, well, just about to your shoulder here. And then you double it.
Huh? Talking to yourself?
Talking on my phone. I'm making a video to show my friend how to sew, the hand sew.
Why?
So you want it to be double crossed. Also, these little guys, obviously you've probably seen these tomato guys everywhere. There's this little chili that hangs off the side of it. Get them about Walmart, whatever. Inside this little chili is a whole bunch of little like metal beads that sharpen your needle. So you just, it's kind of hard for me to do with it on my wrist, but you just shove it in there a couple times. It'll sharpen it. You'll feel like it's sharper. I've got a set of them that I bought from Walmart. It's a Singer brand. It's a really good brand. But if you end up getting an actual Brother machine, you can't use Singer stuff in a Brother machine. But hand sewing, I always go for Singer. This thread I got is the Gutenmann thread. It's 100% cotton. It doesn't have to be that serious. But with denim, it kind of has to be that serious. So you don't have to get like a super expensive thread. Pick something not from the dollar store, if that makes sense. Like buy something individual because denim is very, very thick. Okay, so most of the time you're going to want to double it up. You grab your 2 pieces of thread. I hope you can see this. You pull it flat. I usually, weirdly enough, I lick it real quick and thread it. And if you can't thread it like that, most sewing kits, probably buy a sewing kit at Walmart too. Most hand sewing kits come with these little guys. These are needle threaders. I'll show you a video on that if you want that. Yes, baby.
I can color it.
Girl, get something to put under it. I don't like it when you color on my carpet. Get this big poster board, this big thing right here. And put that underneath your painting. Underneath your castle painting.
This?
I usually double knot it. Yes. I usually double knot it. Okay, so to start, here, this is where I'm fixing. I've already done all that. It looks sloppy because it's weird, but let's see. You see that hole there? That's a hole at the end of my dad's stocking. So what we're gonna do is with the ladder stitch, let me make sure you can see. I'll zoom in a little bit. Right there. So with this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the top of the tear. Most of the time, if there's like loose strings or like here's like a chunk here and it's not a perfect circle or a perfect square or whatever, it's okay to take your scissors and cut some of that fabric off because you're just gonna sew it shut anyways and that fabric's gonna be on the wrong side. So make sure you get a clean area to work with. Right at the beginning of the tear there, you're gonna stick your needle right before it starts. So you wanna do it like long ways. Pull it through right until you're almost done. And you're gonna stick your needle in between the pieces of thread. That's what's gonna anchor it down. You can also do it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time, but one more time. Go through the same holes, do everything. In through there, anchor it down. Okay, so this is the ladder stitch. It's the one that you use most of the time for sewing up holes, like little holes in clothes. See, like this was too big of a hole. I couldn't use a ladder stitch on this because it would just make it look fucking weird. So I had to use a patch. With this, it's a tiny enough hole where I can just sew it shut. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go under the fabric one time. Make sure you can see me. Under the fabric one time and back up. So you're gonna go along the side of one of the sides of the hole. You're gonna push up, push out. So you're gonna go through one side, you're gonna go through it and come back up. And you're gonna pull that through. You're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Okay, and make sure you're in view. Yep, you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. You're gonna push it through, pull back up, and pull back up. And pull it through. We're gonna do that. That's the entire fucking stitch. That's the ladder stitch right there. So we're gonna do it all the way through. I'll show you again. We're gonna go back over. Since our other piece of thread is here, you see it coming out here. It's okay if it's a little loose because you'll tighten it at the end. You're gonna just go a little bit. It's not too particular. Just go a little bit past it. There you go. The smaller the stitches, the better it is because you won't have such big gaps in between your stitches. There you go. Like I said, go back up. I know I'm making it extremely difficult to see. I'm sorry. I'm just trying not to poke myself. I'm done sharpening this needle. And for the first time hand sewing, I would recommend a thimble on whatever finger you use the most, like behind here. So mine's my middle finger. You see, now it's starting to kind of, you see these little slits through here. See it starting to go. Once you're about halfway through, you can go ahead, wrap it, pull it here, and pull it shut. You can see how that's cinched shut. You pull it a little bit. And it's okay if it comes a little bit loose. Like I said, we'll tighten it more at the end. So then I still have a little bit of a hole here. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go on the other side here.
You don't make your phone do that.
Almost.
You're not talking to her.
Because I'm just showing her. I'm not on the phone with her. I'm just making a video to show her. So that she can watch it as many times as she needs. Near the end, it's going to be kind of messy to see where you're going, but that's okay. Like I said, it's not fucking perfect. And so look. We're almost... I think we're done there. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the string. And you'll see it cinch together a little bit. You don't want to pull it too hard or you'll snap the thread. I've done that plenty of fucking times, trust. Okay, so now we're going to do kind of this same thing that we did at the beginning to anchor it. So you're just going to go at the beginning of it. This little bitch is in my way. I'm going to go at the beginning of it. Oops, shit. Like that. And you're going to go through the hole and anchor it. And do it one more time in the same exact stitch. This is kind of the hard part, is to get it in the same exact stitch. There we go. Oh, motherfucker. Anchor it twice. And you don't have to do this, but I like to do this. I give it some leeway here. I cut it. I take the two separate strands and I'm gonna just tie them in tie a couple knots on it, just so that I know for sure it's really in there. I said you don't have to do this, but I like to do this just to make sure it's 100% all the way in there. Most time you can snap this thread off and then I need to cut this thread from my other one, but okay. Now we're gonna turn this inside out. But first of all, yeah, here's my dad's stocking. My great grandma made this. Cross-stitched it. She's a nut. But here we go. It looks a little rough because I wasn't paying too much of attention. It looks a little rough because I wasn't paying too much attention, but that's all right. It's fixed. That's all that matters. I need to get my hand up in here and pop it out a little bit more though. for my friend Mariella. She wants to learn how to sew her fiance's pants. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions. I could show you a video on how to use the needle threader if you need to. So